For 99 years, the Voice of China and Asia Missionary Society has been spreading the good news of Jesus Christ throughout Asia and around the world. It all began when 21-year-old Albert Wrighton searched his heart as he was washing beer bottles in an Astoria, Oregon brewery. "Surely, Lord, you have a greater plan than this for my life." Soon thereafter, he picked up a paper off the sidewalk announcing there was a Bible training school in Los Angeles, California. He enrolled immediately. In 1909, he and his bride sailed for Hong Kong, where their message was gladly received, mainly among the poor. There, many churches were established and young men and women were trained to enter the ministry. Over the years, thousands of tons of relief supplies were shipped to Asia to deal with the inflow of refugees and massive poverty as millions fled the communists before China fell. There, assisted by our missionaries and national workers, many thousands received the eternal gospel message as their temporal needs were eased. Soon, the invitations to tell what was going on in China overwhelmed our offices, so a radio ministry was started by the Reverend Bob Hammond. For 46 years, radio was the instrument through which our ministry not only led thousands to Christ, but spread our missionary message throughout the United States and Canada. Many of you may remember our theme song, "Work, for the night is coming." At the request of General McClellan of the 8th U.S. Army, the Voice of China and Asia Missionary Society entered Korea during the middle of the Korean conflict in 1951. There we cared for orphans, the elderly, and provided life-sustaining vitamin-infused food for the starving populace. Beginning with this tent, our Korean work has grown into 85 churches, 15 pioneer works, 4 high schools with 2,250 students, the 90-resident Eric Hammond Home for Handicapped Orphans, a home for 190 destitute elderly, and a home for Alzheimer's patients, and a seminary, which has graduated 899 students who diligently serve in over 60 denominations. Our seminary is the lifeline to our future. It is from here our next generation of pastors, educators, and missionaries will emerge. When North Korea opens its doors to the gospel, our seminary graduates will form the driving force of our ministry there. One of our most innovative ministries is the Computer Tent-Making Mission. It is an online animated ministry which receives 2 million hits per month from children in the Arabic, Chinese, and Korean-speaking world. Here, anyone with a computer can access the message of Jesus Christ through challenging games and Bible stories. Computer discs given to children on the streets have become modern-day tracts used by our outreach teams and are now used by our underground missionaries throughout the Middle East. There is a fervent missions emphasis found in our established Asian churches which has led us to reinforce their efforts. Because of their ethnic makeup, they slip undetected in their respective fields of service. 60% of the world's population lives in Asia, but multiplied millions of them live in nations hostile to Westerners. We are pleased to report these hostile nations now have our missionaries embedded amongst them, as 75% of our 120 missionaries serve the underground church in the communist and Arabic world. At the Voice of China and Asia, reaching the lost has always been our goal. "Lord, give us souls," is our prayer. We move forward, not in our own strength or wisdom, but through the prayers and gifts of partners such as you. Thank you for remembering us. Thank you for enabling us to work, for the night is coming when man's work is done.